Alright, welcome back to another episode of Art Time, which I'm hoping to get done with quickly today. Today we're going to be working on Kain Raitoningu killing Chisaki. You know that Deus nozzle, who I will obviously be saying spoiler stuff here, so if you haven't seen... What season would this be? 3? Somewhere around that point? Maybe? Around? Potentially? 4? Who knows? Don't know, or can't remember. Too tired, and I gotta get this stuff done with. So if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like and subscribe for more. So you're probably wondering, why are we killing this guy? Well, if you remember, I don't even know if I had this episode shown, but I'll just show it quickly. Luna went on ahead and saved Eri. And there's Kain Raitoningu getting ready to take on Chisaki. So now, Chisaki's gonna get his fucking ass murderized. And in the most satisfying way, too. If you don't know what happened in that particular season, you know Night Eye, that guy who could see into the future a little bit. Well, spoilers, he died. And, well, Luna technically saved his ass by taking Eri from Chisaki, but also to guarantee his safety. I made sure to have Kain Raitoningu murder the ever-living shit out of this son of a bitch. Not only did he hurt Eri, but he killed, of course, Night Eye, who, we didn't get to see too much of him. He was introduced into that arc and then murdered at the end of that arc, but still. So yes, this is what we're doing. And this is what we have planned, and it is going through. So you're probably wondering how in the hell Kain Raitoningu is surviving an all-out assault against this mofo. Well, his body isn't affected by anything that messes around with someone's body. Like, you know, how he can fuck somebody's body up, like he did that with that old guy, the one who was supposed to be the boss of, I'm assuming, if I remember correctly, the Yakuza. So, that doesn't work. I mean, technically speaking, Shigaraki tried that once before Kain Raitoningu murdered the ever-living shit out of All For One. You remember that episode, right? And this right over here, Deus Ex Machina, All For One. So yes, clearly Kain Raitoningu has some freaking powers that can surpass all of these body morphing powers. He cannot be disintegrated, and his body cannot be rearranged. It's a very difficult power to surpass. But that's fine, because it means that he gets to myrtleize these douchebags for all that they've done to certain characters. Of course, Kain Raitoningu is not doing this out of the kindness of his own heart. Nope. He's doing this because if he kills Chisaki, he unlocks a new area to go to get more power. It's like a side quest he's going on. Technically, he already went into this universe to complete one of his quests that involved killing All For One. Right, Mumu? Just looking at me. So, he's just returning for a side quest. And this also goes forth and talks more about what occurs with, you know, what's happening behind the scenes with Kain Raitoningu and why the hell he's here to begin with. To an extent, you get some general idea. Also, that's a road I gotta add a piece of. I am tired as hell, working on for 6 hours of sleep and sacrificing even more time of sleep for me to be able to get this done with. I'm not gonna be able to post this today. This is gonna have to be a Monday drawing, but that's fine. So long as I can at least get this done with. So yes, we are murdering the ever-living crap out of this fool. Primarily because of what he did to Eri, and Fallout Boy, whose name I still struggle to remember, Miram or something. Something around the line of that. And also what he did to Night Eye. This also, unfortunately, means that Izuku Midoriya doesn't get to fight him using Eri as a constant regen buffer to show her that everything's alright. Hell, but it's fine. Luna's there to set the girl on right path. She's still going to, the timeline is still going to follow the main story of, Eri going to, high, My Hero Academia. And then, of course, going through all of that. Primarily because, I'm trying to get it set up to where not a lot of things change up. So if it's set up in a way where the timeline barely changes too much, but it changes some instances and some aspects, but not enough to screw anything up, then that will be fine. I mean, this is Luna we're talking about. She'll do everything within her power to try to make everything the same as it ever was. Why the fuck did I put building 1H? Man, I'm so fucking tired. I'm gonna be even more tired tomorrow. I just came back from from finishing the story for Lustful Horrors. So that's great. I call the streets when I meant to call it street light. But yeah, that's great. It means now we have that done and taken care of. What was this again? Something like this. I don't know. The inside of somebody's house. Also, the street lights need to go up. Up further. There we go. Oh, I'm about to bust. My God, I'm so damn tired. Why am I so damn tired? But I'm still able to continue to create? I don't know. A lot of focus is being focused on focusing and drawing. Speech no more. Speech temporarily turned down. Speech gone. At this point, I'm just trying to go with the flow. This is a door. Well, I guess having this be dark bits of the buildings, because everything's going to be kind of burned. There's going to be like a lot of fire, electricity, fire. A massive war occurred here, and it was kind of one-sided. I mean, anything with Kain Raitoningu is one-sided. And his entire series is named Deus Ex Machina, after all. So it kind of makes sense that he always wins his battles. It's kind of like the meme energy kind of deal, how some meme characters are able to just always win no matter what. Well, that's Kain Raitoningu. He wins his battles no matter what. Also, I don't remember what this was. I think this was supposed to be you. Is there another door? Oh, there is, but I think it's just building 2. Kain Raitoningu always wins his battles. Even when you don't want him to win, he always wins. That rule surpasses even Luna's abilities, as you've seen or at least if you've read it, as have been written during the whole Luna trying to stop Kain Raitoningu and failing because her gadgets don't work on him. Which is very freaking insane to just think of. Because her gadgets not working on this guy. Oh wait, this is not the sidewalk color. There are 2 different sidewalk colors. But yeah, her gadget's not working on this guy is bad. Because Luna's the kind of character who can take a potential eldritch being and do her thing with them. I'm talking about Sucker for Love for that cat goddess, eldritch cat god girl thing. You know what I'm talking about. My brain can't formulate sentences well because of all power going to focusing on this. But you understand what I'm getting at. I think I'm going to grab the blood accidentally if I do that. I don't want to grab the blood, I want to grab the dirt. But yes, the fact that Luna can't even grab Kain Raitoningu is a very terrifying thought, because that means that not even Luna can stop this man. So what the fuck do you think a man who's capable of rearranging people's atoms is going to do against something that's unstoppable as Kain Raitoningu? Besides, I don't think people are really going to complain about Chisaki getting murdered. If I'm being completely honest with you. I think people see this and are like, good, he fucking deserved it. Which, obviously, seems like it would be the case, right? Alright, Spike. I don't know where this is going, but I guess it's fine. Oh yeah, there it is. Okay, so, why is there a spike going through this man's heart? Well, if you remember what happened during Nightwing's, or Night Eye's final hour, God, people named Night seem to have a horrible time. Isn't there like a meme where Nightwing, the DC Robin guy, you know the guy I'm talking about, right? Always seems to die somehow. I don't know. I don't know much about DC and all that, but it's fine. But yeah, no, the way Night Eye died, not Nightwing, is a spike through the torso. I don't think it went through the heart, but that's fine. Also, I'm just going to go simple here. I think most of it's going to kind of be covered in blood anyways. Heart. Hey, wait a minute, that's not right. Also, most of your spikes are there. Well, actually, I could probably go back to your swatch now. Heart. Ah, shit, did I forget to save the flesh? Whatever. I can just make new ones, it don't matter. Anyways, yes. You got a spike through the torso. But now Luna saved his ass by saving Eri, as well as Kain Raitoningu inadvertently saving his ass by killing Chisaki. Whoops. All is right with the world. Which, honestly, you can't blame me for killing this mofo. The freaking shit that he did to manipulate Eri, that poor child. I'm glad Izuku Midoriya kicked his ass, sent him to jail and all that stuff. But I'm pissed that this mofo didn't die. If there was any villain that deserved death, outside of just All for One, because technically in this alternate timeline he is dead. If there was anyone who deserved death, it's definitely this motherfucker. And spoilers for later, Twice definitely did not deserve what he got. What Hawks or whatever his name was should have done was beat his butt, cuff him, and send him to jail and try to reconstitutionalize him. Try to fix his psychotic problems or something. Something that doesn't involve just killing the man. He was one of the only villains that I, at the very least, liked in that group. And Toga's a psychopath, and I usually like that, but she's underage. Fucking Dobby can go suck a giant fat-ass cock. The same with Compress, those two fucking motherfuckers who did what they did. And don't you worry. This man's gonna make them pay. But it's gonna take a while. Because it's like season 4 drawing, and we're only halfway through season 2. This is the halfway point of season 2. Bye-bye. Of course, then the next episode that's coming up is going to be just Luna cashing in some debt from helping some of the heroes out. Primarily starting with the Dragon Girl and her two sidekicks. Assassin Girl, who we don't... Okay, that's too many blood splots. Assassin Girl, whose name we don't know, and Femme Kakashi, whose name we also don't know, but it's the girl with the Kakashi mask. Because I figured, hey, but not a lot of people draw those two, so I might as well draw the Dragon Girl, whose name I, again, can't remember, something with an R or something, with those two. Because why not? Honestly, I feel like they do kind of deserve a little bit of love. In some way, shape, or form, they do deserve something in that department. And Luna will give it to them. Because that's what Luna does. Even if they don't want anything to do with Luna. Because, let's be honest, if you're in their position and you just had a villain do your job, you probably don't want to see or hear anything involving the words Lu and then nah. Yes, indeed. But hey, you know what? Luna's a wild card. She does whatever the hell she wants, but when she helps a hero, man, is she extremely helpful and useful. Well, I don't think I'm going to be drawing this mofo getting killed again, but I might as well at least try to leave some of this stuff here in case I need it again for some reason or another. Oh yeah, like right here. Well, since this is in the spike, I'm going to just go, well, I should make this be arm 1-4. Kain Raitoningu. What a badass. A monster that murders whatever he wants in order for him to be able to get more power. And the act of killing these people isn't what gives him power. It's the fact that he's being sent on quests to seek out certain things he can kill and then unlock the ability to move on over to the next universe and go to his next target. I don't need to do that. I could just do it like this on one layer. Whoops. Whoops again. Grab the damn... Why are you being such a fucking cunt? For the most part, anyways, he is doing this to try to get, at the very least, a nice fight. But he ain't getting a nice fight here. He's getting a fucking sweep. He's gonna roll this mofo right over here. And I gotta remind somebody about milk tomorrow. Will I remember? Probably not. But we'll see. We'll see what I can do in terms of memory. I'm going to be on 6 hours, potentially, of sleep, depending on how long this drawing takes. And we've been at this so far for a solid 8 minutes. So we'll see how well my brain does while I'm in an extremely tired state. I'm always tired, goddammit. I'm busy trying to get these things done with. I really was hoping I can get this done with in full today, but seems like that's not going to be the case here. God damn it, I did it again. Blood, no. Blood for B. Even though I don't think it matters that much. Blood splatter. I mean, I guess just doing this for regular blood splatter will probably work if I made it so that the spacing was not too far out. Technically speaking, that does kind of work a bit. I mean, it's the best thing that I can do. I got 2 different types of potential blood types. Like this, where there's just a bunch of blood stains or blood mist or whatnot. Or the blood bulbs. You've seen it when I did that one drawing long ago. I don't remember what album. Was it 54? Yes, the Last Ring Doll. Remember this drawing? That's where we learned that new technique. So yeah, technically, I don't know. I mean, it is what it is. I've worked on what I needed to work on there, so yeah. Alright, I need a dark sky that's going to be shrouded in smoke. I think for the most part, most of this is going to be shrouded in smoke with some fire all over the place. But I should focus on doing a bunch of shading and texturing first, before I do anything more. Look at how much of a mess this area is. You could tell a battle occurred here. Chisaki tried to stop Kain Raitoningu, but he failed and got murked. Now Area's free and never has to worry about this man ever again, at least in this timeline. Whether or not they're going to try to quote-unquote redeem this fool in the original timeline is anyone's guess. Maybe he'll try to say, or reconcile, well, he can't save the old man, his fucking arms are gone. Which is also why I have his arms decapitated here to kind of symbolize the fact that his arms are gone. Making it so he can't use his quirk anymore. So we can't save that old man. That old man is forever fucked. I would say the only way that old man would get a chance of life if we have Luna go on ahead and save his ass by recreating his missing organs and whatnot. And she can do that. She did that with All for One. If you remember that one drawing I did, which I don't know if I did in art time. I might have, probably. I can't remember. But for the most part, yeah, she can do that. I mean, for fuck's sake, she brought Ymir back from the dead by creating a new, fully functional human body similar to Ymir just before she kicked the bucket, or in this case, got devoured. All in all, I think she can I think she can create a few new organs for an old man, and hell, maybe even take a few years off in terms of like making him a bit younger. Hell, I would imagine the old man would endorse Eri being a part of the Heroes organization. If anything, only to just, well, your spikes are here, you fucking fool. Is the blood somewhere else? Kind of is. I mean, I guess I can still grab it without too many issues and just do this. And I can just smalls it. Kind of work. No. There. Where's the thing? There's the thing. Take the blood. Go ahead and do the thing. Grab this. 10 for 10. Do this. Go to the spikes. I'm going to just have a bunch of blood here on the spikes. While also having a little bit of that there, because I feel like that works. A bloody fucking mess is what this is. But that's to be expected when Kain Raitoningu is involved. The man's a monster. He turned an entire planet. He turned his entire planet into a metal planet, for fuck's sakes. He killed a couple of kids trying to overthrow him, and then killed their older sister, who was also trying to overthrow and get revenge for her entire family. Then he found the power. The alternate power. The mysterious entity's little power orb, which gave him power. But how much power, you may ask? And however many universes he's visited, it adds up. He gains the power of all the electricity within said universes. So he was already pretty fucking powerful right off the bat with one universe's worth of energy, of electricity surging through his body. And the only curse was, you were unable to sleep. which is not even a curse to Kain Raitoningu because he's half cyborg, half human. Most of his human side isn't even freaking human anymore. It's like it's taken form of the cybernetic enhancements, so he doesn't need sleep regardless. He never needed sleep. So it was all just good. Nothing but good. I mean, sure, it made him a psychopath, but he was already a psychopath, so it made him a double psychopath. Bloodlust, power hungry, wanting a fucking fight for the ages, but can never find it. But it doesn't matter, because when he kills his opponents, he still gets excited. He still laughs and mocks them and calls them weak. That's why Kain Raitoningu is a force to be reckoned with. He's more powerful than any meme character can ever hope to be, any Toon Force can ever hope to be. You're trying to take on somebody whose body is immune to any form of body morphing, any form of cheap tactics like hypnosis or black holes or anything like that. Anything that's deemed cheap, or in this case, capable of manipulating somebody's body against their own will. It's just not going to work. He is the bare essence of Deus Ex Machina. I don't even think any of my other creations would be able to beat him. The only ones that could beat him would be probably the mysterious entity and the mysterious woman. Those two are considered to be the most strongest being in all of the known creations, because Mysterious Woman, as I have stated before in the past, gains power off of every being in all universes who has sexual intentions, whether it be consensual, not consensual, or straight up horny thoughts and whatnot. Getting more powerful if it's rapist or child P. And you know what I mean. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. You know what I'm fucking talking about. She's the bare essence of evil in that department. And the fact that she gains power off of all that means that she is the second strongest being in all the known universes. While the mysterious entity gathers power from all violent and monstrous beings. Violence is a thing we see every day. In nature, in humanity. In everything. There's no point in the world where you could avoid violence, death, murder, destruction. Because of that, and because of the fact that the mysterious entity gathers power from all of that, no doubt in my mind, it is the most strongest being in all the known universes. We are lucky that it's in a weakened state right now. We can only see the faded version of it. And not via the naked eye. It's like a camera capturing it. It's a ghost, essentially. Roaming the universes. Gathering power from any violent being. Any psychopaths. Any monsters. This creation, I don't even think I created it. I think it let itself be known. It saw what I did. It saw all that I created, and it let me know it existed. So, I gave it power by creating more monstrous abominations, and I'm giving it more power by having Kain Raitoningu kill more of these douchebags here. I mean, admittedly, he's probably giving way more power than Chisaki did by killing Nightwing and being a freaking menace. But I think that's primarily because, well, look how fucking bloody this is. And destruction. I think regardless of what happened in the original timeline, anything Kain Raitoningu do, or has done, or will do, is always going to be way more brutal. Take the most brutal anime, and Kain Raitoningu will somehow double up the ante in that department. I mean, he ripped off 4 of his arms, his 2 rock arms, which I think are rock arms. And one of the things that I saw when he gets serious or some shit. And then his two fused normal arms, but I don't know if they're... Well, I mean, he's morphing his body. There's no way he's coming back from this one. Heart punctured. Face decimated. I mean, look at his... I know you can barely see it that much. Teeth, mouth. Probably a caved-in nose, or nose is probably gone. Probably over here looking like Stain. Except Stain actually is still alive, as far as we're aware. Like, spoilers, he somehow was the voice of reason for All Might during a certain point in the story. So, yeah, he's still out there kicking, waiting for everything to go back to the way it should be, and then waiting for All Might to kick his ass and send him back to jail the way he wants him to do it. Yep. I'd say for the most part, I think Stain's particular ideology of heroes aren't exactly doing heroic stuff is good, but the way he goes about it is not good. I could definitely see Luna trying to help out and having his assistance for a certain project that she has in mind. I'm not going to spoil too much, though. So I'm leaving you with that notion and that confusion, because if you know who Luna is, you're like, what do you mean? What the fuck are you saying? You don't know what I'm saying. And that's the fun part, because now I'm leaving you guessing. Yeah, you think it's mature, but what if it's not? Technically, she has done non-mature stuff before, like bringing Fade over to hang out with the girls of Class 1A. That was a pretty adorable drawing. And I got another adorable drawing of her involving a certain character from one of the girls of... wait a minute. Saijin? I fucked. You need to be higher. Wait, which one is this? No. Shitberg. Well, wait, I don't need to move that. No. Well, no, I don't need to move that. I just need to move these. I need to do this. There's so many goddamn freaking layers here, I swear. But yeah, no, Luna's got a plan. I'm not going to spoil her plan unless I face her wrath. Or do I want to face her wrath? Anyways, Kain Raitoningu killing Chisaki. Not a part of the plan, but we'll take it. She'll take it. It's one less problem that she has to worry about. Although, granted, I don't know how a certain scene will play out with him dead, but I'm sure I'll come up with something. I'm probably going to have a fire in this building. Now, you saw before the buildings were, like, intact, but now they're just destroyed, dismantled. Kain Raitoningu is a fucking beast. God fucking damn it, you piece of shit. Why can't you just lock into place? I don't even know if this is in the right spot. Kind of is. If I do that, it'll be fine. I mean, for the most part, what do you call it? I don't know. I lost my train of thought. I'm tired. Have I mentioned that? I think I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I did. Loopy tired. Tired loopy. Well, not really loopy. I'm cognitive enough to get this done with properly. Which, yeah, this is all going to look off because I don't have the particular textures that I need to have. The rock textures, the smoke textures. There's supposed to be a bunch of fire and smoke. So I don't think most of the buildings and their appearances matter too much if most of it... You're trying to hover over the damn X button, I see. Well, it wouldn't do shit unless I saved it beforehand. I don't know. Anyways, we're almost done with the text or the shading process, I think. Yeah, let's just say we are. and fill in the remaining slots as see fit. Oh man, my right hand is sore. Frickin' work today was so goddamn exhausting. At least I didn't have to deal with the 12-hour nonsense, which is great. Nobody had to. Well, somebody had to come in early regardless, but at the end of the day, we didn't have to worry about it too much. Ugh, it's so tiring. I wish something would occur to have the place shut down for at least a good, solid week, so I can get even more time to relax and work on my projects. I really do. I shouldn't wish for the place to have something occur where we all are out of work for a week. But at the rate that I'm going and the speed of which it's taking me to get these creations done with, I could go for any time that I can get to try to get projects finished. Within reasons, of course. Obviously, we need to still have some income going. So, I don't know, like a day or two. Like some emergency fogging because there's a bunch of freaking socids. Little tiny insects. They're all like, oh boy, it's time for us to infest all this product. And then they go on ahead and infest it all. And we're like, well, we can't run like this, so we're going to have to shut the place down for an entire day to fog it out. And this will get rid of... I mean, I don't know what that would be. But I feel like that's safer than anything else that would involve shutdown. Like earthquakes or fires. Or a giant meteorite crashing through the ceiling and destroying an important piece of machinery. My tired brain is trying to will negativity inside of this world of ours. Why is it? I have no clue. I'm just tired. Tired, exhausted, and sore. And I'm sacrificing sleep to get this done with. I gotta do the same thing tomorrow with Adventurous Ami. And for Thursday, probably gotta do the same thing too. My brain is gonna be scatterbrained for the next week of recordings. Assuming I don't have to deal with Saturday's nonsense. If I can get a Saturday off, I can actually get enough time to finish off Nova Guardians and maybe even get a head start or even finish off Reginald's Macabre Cases. That would be great. Would be awesome. If I can finish those two off, then Sunday comes, I can post Nova Guardians, and then Monday comes, I can post Reginald's Macabre Cases. And we can work on next week. Because after Adventurous Ami, after I post that drawing, write the story up and all that, I will be posting this, writing the story for this up no matter what, and then doing the same thing with the next hardcore mature drawing. Getting that posted and all dealt with. Which reminds me, I need to get to making the teaser images to post on DeviantArts for those two. I would say maybe I can do it now, but I really don't want to stay up any longer. I thought I was going to have enough time to... Because I want to add pronunciations to the creatures of the criteria drawings. Because I feel like that's one thing that I'm missing, but I haven't really got around to doing that for some reason. And I should have done it on the third one, but I didn't do it. So now I have to take time out of my day to do it on 3 of them. So I might as well try to get that done with before I make the 4th one and I have to worry about... I mean, if I make the 4th one, I can make pronunciations. Ow. I just scratched a bug bite. Or a mosquito bite. Whatever this is. Oh, yeah, that's definitely a mosquito bite. Or some kind of bug bite. All I know is it's a welt from a bug. There was a bug in here once, but the cat failed to kill it. Isn't that right, cat? You're supposed to be an insect killer and second in command. How have you failed to kill a bug? Look at that look. It's so annoying. Mosquito bites. And it definitely does kind of itch a little like a mosquito bite on occasions. It's so fucking annoying. I think we're almost done with the textures. The next process is the simple process of just getting everything on fire with smoke around. I want it to look all fiery and destructive. I'm bleeding. It felt like it was. No, it wasn't. That's just a weird wet spot on the left side of my pants. No particular instance could potentially make that wet. It's just randomly wet for no reason. Unless somehow tiny dribble of piss somehow managed to travel all the way to the left side of my pants. Here is dick, here is pants, thigh. Wet. Why that? No clue. Explain. Riddle me this, Spats. Why am I wet here when there is no water? And there are no other potential liquids to enter there? Or was that just cold? And it felt like the kind of wet, or the cold that feels like it's wet. You know what I mean? When you're touching a certain part of your skin or clothes that feels wet for some reason, but it's actually just a very cold spot for some reason. That doesn't make any sense, but that's what I've had on occasions where I don't know where the hell this could have occurred that was wet. Oh, did I get dirt here? I think I did. I mean, looks like I did. I don't think I did this dirt, though, actually. Well, I'll do it right now. I'll just make this like this. Alright, I need some fire. Fire. I need some reds and I need some orange. It's time to make fire. But where should fire be? We need to place fire in certain spots. I think fire here would be nice. Burn down the city in a fiery rage. All because you're trying to kill this one man so that you can go to another universe to get even more power. Nobody understands Kain Raitoningu's intentions in this universe yet. All they know is he's killed 2 villains before, and they're worried that he's going to switch over to heroes. Which makes sense. Kain Raitoningu is an unpredictable man who so far has only killed villains. Although, admittedly, he's killed some pretty powerful villains. Despite Chisaki being somewhat of a pushover, he does have a pretty intense power that can be considered a good third place to the current villains that Izuku has to worry about. Not to praise this fucking child-endangering son of a bitch. But he does have power. So anybody seeing Kain Raitoningu killing him, they can only think one thing. He's killing another powerful villain. Of course, he's also destroyed some of the city. This is the first time he's destroyed some of the city, though. Primarily because of the fact that the city was already destroyed when Douche McGee All For One came to create a giant nuke. Kain Raitoningu does not need a giant nuke to show his power. Matter of fact, he'd go so far as to turn the planet into a metal planet, rather than nuke it. Why nuke something that could potentially be used as a vital asset to your goals? Although I guess the metal planet was his original goal, was to enslave all the people inside of the planet, to become the most powerful being in the world. And then coming across this, his new goal shifted to now become the most powerful being in all the known universes. Meeting a certain character and is now going out of his way to kill for said character, but not really for said character, more so just to try to help said character's subsidiary or brother or whatever you want to call him. Not subsidiary. God, no. I mean, as much as it flirts that particular person's, what do you call it? Ego? Strokes that particular person's ego. We would be angering another being, by saying that. I'm going to save these fire swatches in case I need them again. But now I need smoke. So I don't know where I'm going to put the smoke. Are you smoke? Yes. Smoke getting away and hiding some of the fire there. But I kind of like hid most of the stuff here. I feel like this should be beneath the fire though. Maybe? Oh no, it does kind of look better with the smoke in the way there. Don't fuck with a man who is out for blood. You'll find that nothing will stop him on his rampage for power and murder. Although, admittedly, I feel like this is a pass. This is more so of a pass because, I mean, let's be honest, who the fuck's gonna miss this mofo? The only ones who would miss this motherfucker are those who have a hard-on for tyrannical potential serial killers. And even so, I don't know how much that would really blow over well with some of them because he endangered a child's life. So, admittedly, I don't see any other potential for anyone to really see this character and think, this is my most favorite character of this entire series. I'm gonna be over here like, bro, what the fuck you just say, bro? Ooh, nah. Well, guess what? Your favorite character is fucking dead now. He got his arms ripped off, a spike through his chest, and his face electrocuted, burnt off, and mask destroyed, probably even melded to his face right there. It's a right bloody mess, brother. So, yeah, it's on all this ember. Of course. Yeah, feels good, don't it? Seeing this jackhole die for his crimes against this poor child and for murdering someone. Oh god, I got dizzy there. I'm so goddamn tired. I can eat my pillow, I'm so tired. Oh man, I can eat my pillow, I'm so tired. Whew, man, I can eat my pillow, I'm so tired. I don't know why. You know, I don't know if or when I can ever get. Why the hell you ain't brushing that? I don't know if or when I could ever get to it. But I kind of want to do a grounded series at some point in the later future. I wonder if most of this is going to work just fine. Well, I feel like most of the shadows here are kind of going to not be taken with all the blood here. Also, I still kind of try to do the electricity that's gonna probably be on this man's face. Not this man's face. But I feel like electricity flowing right here in the middle. I did not mean to brush that. Electricity right there. Yeah. Not only is he getting his freaking heart stabbed out, his entire head is getting several thousand volts of electricity. Ain't no way he's surviving this one. When Kain Raitoningu wants to kill something, he makes double damn sure that it's dead. You need somebody to kill an unkillable god or demon. You need Kain Raitoningu to kill Jason Voorhees. He got you covered. Don't ask me how the hell he actually manages to kill him. Something to do with souls and just killing him so goddamn badly that he electrocutes his soul out of existence. Although granted, if we're going by the whole, a soul can't be cut, no matter what blade you wield. And I guess technically maybe he kills Jason so goddamn hard that his soul is brought down in depths of hell. Not even hell, super hell, where the devil himself wouldn't be able to revive Jason Voorhees. Same thing would probably apply to all the other horror movie villains. Let's be real here. It don't matter how much horror you got inside of you, you horror creatures. Kain Raitoningu is a more horrifying abomination than you will ever be. A man out for blood. Unstoppable. Not even Superman can stop him. You need somebody to take care of that injustice, Superman? Kain Raitoningu's got you covered. Kain Raitoningu will be able to easily beat him. And Superman ain't gonna be able to do any damage. It's not a case of, Batman getting some damage in, but also getting dabbled himself. No. Yeah, sure, Supes might be able to hit Kain Raitoningu at least a few times. But the damage will be basically 0. Not 6, 0. You're a very weak man who does very little damage. 0. Right, Cat? I know. You just want me to go to bed so you can sleep next to me instead of me constantly working. Yeah, I know. But yeah, no, we haven't seen Kain Raitoningu at his fullest yet. We've only, it depends on where the hell you would rank All For One, because I'm pretty sure Chisaki is definitely not on the same level as All For One. I should go to, before I do the fog, I'm gonna get Kain, I need to go to groups, sci-fi characters. What time is it? 1:25. Yeah, go figure. Men, Kain Raitoningu. I already kind of got the electricity glow here. Whew, man. Oh, yeah. Adrenaline shot here. Remember that? And I say remember. You seen that video of Ellis just overdosing on adrenaline? You know how funny that would be if you find like a crap ton of adrenaline shots in the game, and instead of it just being like you can use it as many times as you want, if you use too many adrenaline shots at once or back to back, your character just goes, "Calm down," as their health slowly dies down because they're overdosing. That would have been funny if well, that's not where that's supposed to go. But also, I don't feel like that should go there anyways. It would be funny if, what do you call it? I don't know how I want to do this. Electricity. I'll get the electricity done first. It would be funny if in realism mode, if you constantly take painkillers and adrenaline shots, like it stacks up until eventually the character you're playing as overdoses and just goes down immediately. Like, it's terrible in a sense, but it makes sense. But it would also just be funny to see somebody just like taking one too many painkillers going, I'm down, while everybody is down and they're trying to like res them, but they're getting attacked by a bunch of zombies. So they took painkiller to try to like give them a little extra pep, but instead they just ended up overdosing and then boom, 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 and then everyone just dies. All because realism mode was too goddamn real. Goddamn realism mode was too goddamn real. What did I... Okay, let me double check what I did for this, because I don't remember what I did, and I'm too tired to try to wrap my head around what I did to get the electricity. Oh yeah, that's right. And the electricity was behind, but is that even possible? This definitely isn't the electricity, but I could definitely use this I should probably call this electricity. I don't think I spelled... Wait, did I electricity? Hey, I did spell it right. Nice. Well, I mean, having electricity go on your face makes sense. Vivid light. Kind of. Press E, you fool. E. And then there's the electricity glow here. Which I guess could probably... Maybe could be vivid light. No. Overlay 100. It still feels off. Unless we have like part of the glow there, but at like maybe 30. And then go to the electricity, wherever the hell that is. There you are. Then go down here and have the glow be at like a high value. Maybe instead of that, it could be like white or something. Still doesn't seem right. I don't know. I'm too tired to keep my head in the game. I'm gonna go switch to a different electricity. Because I didn't use this electricity type. I used something else. Let me reduce the scattering. Do that, do this. I think it was probably higher than that. Okay, just need to make sure. And I don't think it was overlay. I think it was this. Electricity. I'm probably having to use a different electricity type there for that. This is the best type of electricity I can get that doesn't involve me making million strands. Which I guess is good in getting a very specific look going. Like I could probably like remove some electricity around here, but still add some at around this point here. And probably remove some of the electricity over here, but still keep some of this active over here. And, I mean, if that's the case, I could probably do, like, a vivid lighting? No. Well, actually, I got a better idea. But that's at 100, but let's scroll through. Soft, hard, vivid. That's vivid! What? Why is that one so much brighter? Linear, pen, version, exclusion, hue. I don't think most of this is going to work. Overlay, linear dodge, screen, a lot of stuff. I don't think any of this is going to work. And that's just a giant, what do you call it? So I don't think that's going to work either. Overlay would have to work. I think I just have to make it set it up in a way where it's mostly deleted around most parts of Kain's hand. Maybe at like a solid 50 reduction, but not all the way. It also doesn't help that he has a lot of blood on his body. So most of it's kind of being shrouded by some blood. I did have it glowing, right? I did. So what did I do to make that look like that? I think I have an idea on what I did. Glow again, add overlay. But I'm going to use this instead. And do it at a 10. So we can try to get a nice, even balance here where everything is supposed to go. Oh, if you don't notice the red thing on his neck, that's because Kain Raitoningu did this and electrified him. I think he probably shoved... we'll see what I do in the story, but the concept I have in mind is Kain Raitoningu shoved Chisaki by the neck and shoved his chest into there. And then grabbed his face and started electrocuting him for the fatality and whatnot. I'll have some white added in here to add more brightness to it. Yeah. There we go. I'm going to leave his body pretty much not fully electrified. I don't know, I feel like I should electrify his entire body, because it makes sense. Kain Raitoningu is using his electricity powers. He should electrify. Glow. Let's try to hurry this up. I'm doing the same thing, put it at overlay though. Wait, or not. It doesn't look like this one was overlaid. It might not have been, at least this one might not have been overlaid. Which I guess is fine. It might have had an overlay glow, though, which is probably what occurred. It's been a while. What is this, like album 48? We're on album 56, by the way. We're pretty goddamn far into this. We're getting close to finishing off this road, too, which is great. My back. It still doesn't change the fact that there's still a lot of things that I gotta do. This is probably not going to be this. It's probably going to be like a 70 or a 50. Now I need the electricity. And scroll to the... And I'll probably use this one for this instead. Man, don't you hate it when you have to sacrifice sleep to get things done with? I mean, I would do this any day, any time, because this is the kind of thing I like doing. But man, I wish I didn't have to sacrifice sleep. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling the tiredness, and I'm going to feel it tomorrow, too. Did I do that one? Oh, your mouth was closed for that, but also the electricity didn't really go further down there. And most of this was large, too, so I'm going to have some large ones amidst the small ones. Long in the short places, short in the long places. I mean, I guess I'd probably make it like a vivid lighting. Yeah. Even though I probably didn't do that beforehand, unless I did overlay. Let me check. Yeah, no, stick to vivid lighting. Did I just... There we go. Man. I do feel as though I should probably put in a faint glow around most of his body. Because he does have a faint glow around most of his body here, but I think that's probably because of the, what you call it? It's probably because of the lighting. No, but no, the lighting does have a nice, what do you call it, to it. Man, just looking at this one, Kain Raitoningu caused just as much destruction here during his Chisaki fight as he did against All for One. You gotta admire the man for his severe general destructive capabilities. So destructive he would put Natsu Dragneel to shame. And he's pretty goddamn destructive too. Fire. Fire, and we're probably going to have some darkness. Either that or a dark purple. A nice mixture, I guess, really. And try to go here, I think. Fog 1C. A lot of smoke here. Alright, fire rays. The moonlight is being blocked by all of the fire, so what we're going to do here, instead of having a nice bright moonlight shining down upon them fighting like we did with All for One, fire. Wait, I think this needs to be more orange. Maybe? Yeah. We're getting good old-fashioned standing here vibes, I realize. But this is no relations to this at all. Because Kain Raitoningu has no chill. He's not going to have an epiphany like Raiden did when he was fighting Armstrong. Or was it Armstrong? No, it has to be Raiden, because I carved my own path. It is referring to Raiden, and you follow your wrath. It's definitely referring to Armstrong. I don't even remember exactly what he was doing. I think he was trying to start war with something or someone. But I just don't remember. Fire flares. Oh. We're almost done, don't you worry. I am gonna have to... I'm probably not gonna post... We'll figure out. I'll figure it out. You won't figure out anything. You let me worry about Blanc. Shadow Raws. Yeah, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna do my usual backup that I always do at the end of every drawing. And I'm gonna make the thumbnail. Yeah, make the thumbnail, do the usual backup, name the videos so I don't forget. And then sleep. Sure, yeah, sleep. Well, first take a piss, then sleep. And then deal with 6 hours of sleep. Well, technically I wake up at 12:30, and right now the clock says 5:53, but that clock is always fucking wrong. And right now it's 5:41. I wake up at 12:30. 6 hours is still pretty good as long as I wake up in the exact 6-hour mark. Because apparently if you wake up at the 6-hour mark, your body's like, whoo, time to wake. But if it's 7 hours, your body's like, and then you can't get up out of bed because you just want to lay down on your back and look at your phone and just stay in the bed. And yet somehow when I want to go to sleep, my body is like, nope, staying up now. Why are you like this? I don't know. All I know, it's time to get this mofo murdered over here. Yep. We're almost finished. Despite my tired state, I was still able to make something freaking badass looking. Though, granted, with the smoke and all the effects covering the buildings, I didn't have to really put too much work into them, thankfully. You don't even need to have any background buildings here. This works as is, which is perfect. The light of the fire burning around the city here. Yes, indeed. Indubitably. I don't know, but, well, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. That could work. A nice orange and teal look. The good old-fashioned orange and teal. I'm gonna have also some dark blues in here to try to, at least darken some bits that aren't completely covered in fire and is mostly covered in smoke. Let me see. I need a light blue area here. Overlay. Well, this is more of a cyan. I need a light blue. You just see freaking detached arm. You see one arm over here, you see another arm over here. Which one is which? Well, the thumb is like here, so this is that arm, I think. And Kain Raitoningu just ripped off this arm then, I guess. Because that's where his thumb is here. Broken off. Squeamish, though. Don't you feel like you gotta rub your hand every time you see finger, hand horror? Bent index finger? I guess technically you can do it, well, not naturally. Yeah, no. What did you give me that look for? Oh, now you're gonna roll on your back and do a little stretch. Alright, I think I can put in some pink in here. That might be a bit too much in this area. Maybe some pink here to balance out some of the teal. I feel like there's still one more thing that I'm missing. One more thing. Okay, I'm gonna go to the sepia. I don't think we need any light purples here. I think what we need mostly is just orange. Oh, yeah. And another blue. Yeah. It might be too blue, but yeah, because I still need to have some kind of orange here. So maybe some, well, actually, I got an idea. Is there another? No, I don't think I have another orange type. Or a brighter orange type. Nope. Nope. Okay, I guess we'll just do this then. I guess we've reached the highest orange we currently have, unless I make a new one. Which I could. Do I have a much lighter light blue? Anything brighter than this? Do I really? Are you telling me I don't have anything brighter than that? Like a natural bright blue color. Really? Well, I do kind of like the pink around this part, so I think we'll keep it that. Keep the pink there, put the orange in, to fill in the rest of the spots that we can't fill in. I think. Is that the pink I used? Seems like it. Okay, I'm going to replace this swatch here, but I think there's one more thing that I want to do before we fully finish this off. And I want to add some more blood around the heart, making it appear like it's bleeding out. 5A, I guess, doesn't really matter. Because right now it doesn't look like it's bleeding out as much, it just looks like it's kind of there. So we put in all of this. Some dark blood in there to mix it out with all of that. Most of it's probably not going to be shown as well, but that's fine. Oh yeah, wait a minute. I have another rock type that I don't use anymore. Could I use that for blood? I used to use... Okay, this is like a rock type that I used to use for like pebbles and whatnot. Which makes sense, does it not? Saturation. This doesn't feel like it's right for some reason. I don't know why. And I think it's because of the way that's all set. Yeah, I don't know. Like, the bigger that gets, the more blurry it becomes. You know what I mean? Plus, it's not as bulbous as this type. This type works better for blood textures. Which makes me wonder if I should... Because I keep trying to have to fucking rebuild this every time I try to work with blood. Which can get annoying, obviously. Because if I'm doing this multiple times, I don't want it to be an issue. Is this back to where it needs to be? Yeah, it is. God damn it. It's fine. I think everything turned out fine. I don't know. Guess it doesn't matter. It's grabbing what's on the screen, so I don't think minimizing it really would have changed anything that much. Still on this texture for some reason. Let me go back to here. Now that the texture's in, let me go back into here. I should make some of the blood a bit darker. Oh wait, blood. There's like an initial splatter, a bunch of the blood pouring out now. And that's pretty much that. Compared to Kain Raitoningu killing All for One right over here, I'd say it still looks pretty good. Background here looks better because there's a lot more to it, but this one also looks pretty fucking cool. I guess maybe it's better than the first one because it's not too complex. Spikes on the ground to showcase Chisaki's freaking quirk in action, but only working on the ground and not Kain Raitoningu. Confusion and anger sets in as he can't murder this random man. Yes. Beaten up, arms torn, destroyed. He's probably got a bunch of bruises, broken ribs, but it don't matter, because he's dead. Chisaki dies, lonely, desperate, trying to control a poor, defenseless child. He dies at the hands of this man right here, Kain Raitoningu, who is, I wouldn't say my man because he's definitely a fucking tyrant. Evil killing the evil, basically. But you get to see this guy get a taste of his own fucking medicine for what he did to Night Eye. So this one goes out to you, Night Eye. In the alternate timeline, you remain alive. In the original timeline, this is for you. So with effects, I think... Yeah, I don't think I need to add anything more here. I would say maybe add dust, but I don't think we need dust. So with effects, without effects. With effects, without effects. Without effects, it's bland. With effects, it works. So yes, that's all the time I have for today, which makes sense because an hour and 20 minutes is way too much. So with that being said, thank you all for watching today's episode of Art Time. I'm tired, so if you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a like, subscribe for more, check out that playlist list, and of course, previous episode of Art Time, the most recent episode of Game Crafted over here. I'll give it a few seconds because I went too quickly. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Whiskers, later.